Namaste, Kevin. Welcome back to the mat and welcome to day 6 of this 12 days yoga Christmas challenge. We have been doing some quite fiery flows for the past few days. So today we're going to slow things down. We're going to find that balance between yin and yang, and we're going to come to a really gorgeous kind of full body stretch. So a real rest pose. For today's practice, you are going to need a bolster or a super large pillow, anything like that that can help support the body. But yeah, we're going to begin straight away by coming into a supported child's pose. So bring the big toes to touch. We take the knees wide and we're literally going to lie all the way onto the bolster. Now we want to give as much room for the bolster so it can support the chest, the neck and the head. We don't want it hanging over. And press the hip bones nice and close to the heels. Once you've found your way into this pose, take a beautiful deep inhale. And a slow exhale all the way out. Just giving yourself a few moments to bring that mind to the mat. And start to focus on your breath every inhale and every exhale that you take. If you recognize you're holding tension in those muscles, then just make a little point now to wiggle it out and relax. 5 more breaths in this super gorgeous child's pose. Like I said, today's practice is literally just a full body stretch, using the support of the bolster to create space, create that peace, and almost kind of begin to heal here. Before all together we inhale and we exhale. On your next breath, we're going to place those hands to the mat and very gently begin to roll that body into a tabletop position, keeping the bolster where it is for now, and simply take some cat-cow stretches. So inhale to drop that chest, lift the gaze. Exhale to curve the spine and push that ceiling away. Beautiful. You've taken this movement as fast or as slow as you want, but really kind of stretch it out here. Feeling the rotation of the shoulders, the tilting of the pelvis. Beautiful. And then from here, my darlings, we're going to bring that spine to a neutral position. I'm just going to slide that bolster or that pillow a little bit further forward this time. We're going to come to a gorgeous thread the needle pose. So you're going to send that right arm over to the left-hand side and wrap the left arm behind you, coming to lie down on that bolster. Now, you've probably practiced this pose without a bolster before, but here we want to get a super deep stretch, so maybe those fingers are floating off the mat. Keep the hip bone stacked on top of the knees and just let the chest relax here. Such a gorgeous stretch for the shoulders, especially if you're holding a lot of worry in the upper body. Inhale. Yellow twister. And on your exhale, you're going to send the left hand to the mat. Roll that body through tabletop, and let's take the pose to the other side. Send left arm over to the right hand side and wrap the right arm behind you here. Coming into this pose for 10 breaths. Inhale. Row. And on your exhale, we send the right hand to the mat. Lift that body to tabletop, and from here we're going to take a supported puppy pose. So rest the chest down, and we're going to bring that chin to the edge of our pillow or the edge of the bolster. Sorry if the microphone goes a bit weird now, but relax the chest down. Keep hips stacked up on top of those knees. 10 breaths. We've got the other animal coming now. Oh, Luna, in your Mickey Mouse hoodie. Inhale. And on your exhale, Kevin, gently begin to walk the hands into tabletop. I'm going to take a really gorgeous cat stretch here, pushing that ceiling away. Tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale. And then tuck toes under. Lift that body into just a downward facing dog here. Beginning to pedal out those legs. Bending one knee, bending another. Just stretching out the hamstring. In our day 3 flow stretch, we really focused on that lower body coming into some gorgeous hip openers. Today, we're really going to open up that spine. So once you've taken that movement in down dog, you're going to relax the knees to the mat and begin to send them over to the right hand side. We're going to come into a really gorgeous supported twist. So the knees come over to the right hand side, and you're going to slide this bolster into the top of the hip. Hands come to frame the bolster. We inhale, find length. Exhale, gaze goes the opposite direction of the knees as you relax that body down. Supported. That bolster supporting the neck and the head here. Just relax those arms. Now it might feel quite strange for the first few breaths. It might feel like that breath has got a bit weird, but that is okay. The longer you stay here, the more your body will melt. If it feels too much for yourself, maybe you feel any sharp sensations, and lift the body up. If you feel okay, stay here. 10 breaths. Three more breaths. Before all together we inhale and exhale very, very, very gently here. We place the hands to the mat and roll the body up. We reach right hand towards the back of the mat, lift left arm up and overhead here and take a gorgeous side body stretch. Before relaxing left arm down, and we simply bring those knees through center and switch sides. Knees come over to the left hand side of our mat. We wiggle the bolster into the top of the hip, hands frame the bolster. Inhale, find length. Exhale, take your twist to the other side. Gaze goes opposite direction of those knees. 10 breaths. Again, if you recognize you're holding tension in the shoulders, relax it here. 5 more breaths. Inhale. Beautiful. And exhale, place the hands to the mat. Begin to roll the body up, Coven. Send left hand this time to the back of the mat. Right arm floats up and overhead. Take side body stretch. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. We just move that bolster to one side for now and find our way into a table top position, taking a few little spiral movements just to release it here. You can take cat-cow stretches, or if you want to bring a little bit of freedom of movement here, you can do so. Taking any kind of wiggles or movements that feels good to you, not concentrating on how it might look, just concentrate on how it might feel. Beautiful. Before coming in to a neutral spine position, swing those legs to one side and come to seated. Find your bolster or the blocks or any kind of pillows you've been using. I'm going to bring the bottom of the feet to touch. Allow the knees to fall open to the side. From here, we grab the bolster, pillows, blocks, etc. and place them on top of the lap. Slide heels a little close to the hips and begin to forward fold. So with the pressure of that bolster on top, it can really get a gorgeous stretch into the lower body. If it feels too much, move the bolster or pillows aside and pop 2 blocks underneath. Remember, we modify the pose to the person, don't modify the person to the pose. And we're just going to stay here, 10 breaths. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. If there's anything in this practice that you'd like to take longer, remember, this is an online practice. It is the beauty of online practice. I keep going on about it, that you can press pause, you can repeat things as many times as you like. 5 more breaths. Pivot a little bit more forwards. Inhale. And exhale. Roll the body up. Place that bolster just in front of you and moving very gently because they might be a bit stiff. We're going to take the hands behind the back. Slowly, slowly, slowly bring the knees to touch and take a little wiggle from side to side. Moving into the final pose, which we're going to take as our Shavasana today, we're going to come into a really gorgeous fish pose. If you've practiced me before, you know I bloody love a fish pose. So what we're going to do is going to take that bolster, the pillow blocks behind us. If you're working with the bolster, slide it up to the top of the hips. If you're working with blocks, place them between the shoulder blades. Bend the knees, trust your body, begin to roll all the way back. Rolling the shoulder open and flipping the palms to the sky. Knees can stay bent or you can extend them here. If it feels that the bolster's a little bit too low, pop some blocks underneath to give yourself a bit of height. But all together, we take a beautiful deep inhale and a slow exhale all the way out. Coming into this final gorgeous rest pose, our supported fish pose. A beautiful way to release any anxiety or any pent-up emotions that perhaps we've been avoiding. So if anything does start to arise, acknowledge them with kindness and with compassion before choosing the ones to keep and then choosing the ones to release here. You have the power to do this. But we're going to rest here for a final few minutes of our practice. Letting the feet relax, open up that heart. Maybe getting lost with the sound of the music. Maybe getting lost with the rhythm of your breath or how this pose is feeling for you. Maybe you hate it, maybe you love it. But give yourselves one more minute here, Coven, to rest. Ten more breaths. bring yourself back into the body, Coven, by taking a beautiful and healing inhale through the nose and a slow sigh out the mouth. Beginning to wiggle the fingers, move the toes. And to come out of this pose, we're going to move very slowly by first flipping the palms down to the mat. Bend one knee. We bend another, tuck chin to chest, and engage that core ever so slightly as you roll off the bolster and immediately forward fold here into your angel pose. Relax the head down. Before lifting the head and moving yourselves in to a comfortable seated position, any position that feels good to you. Roll shoulders away from the ears, bring one hand to the heart, bring another to the belly, and just sit with this feeling for a moment. Maybe feeling like you've had the most gorgeous stretch, maybe feeling like you've kind of dispersed any anxiety sitting on the heart. Maybe feeling proud of yourselves for coming to the mat today and dedicating just 20 minutes of your day to taking care of you, your mind, your body, your soul. And then bow low with gratitude, closing this class with a thanks to ourselves for coming to the practice, a thanks to those who joined us as an online coven, and from me to you, thanking you for joining me for day 6 of this 12 days of yoga Christmas challenge. I really hope you enjoyed taking 20 minutes out of your day to rest. Often with yoga, especially in the world of social media, you kind of get lost in the idea that every yoga session should be powerful, it should be energetic, it should be chaotic, when in reality it's not. There is a balance between yin and yang in the world, both on the mat and off the mat, and it's really important to kind of honor your body by taking care of your mind via slow flow, my favorite kind of flows. As always, if you enjoyed today's practice, I would appreciate any kind of support for the coven, a like, a subscribe, maybe even, a little tag in your Instagram stories over on my Instagram at the Yogi Witch. But thanking you so much for joining me here today, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow for day 7, halfway through now, Kevin. I'll see you tomorrow.